Minnesota's governor announced Tuesday the state has filed a human rights complaint against the Minneapolis Police Department. The state's Department of Human Rights will launch a civil rights investigation into the MPD following George Floyd's death. The investigation will focus on the police department's policies, procedures, and practices over the past 10 years. The goal is to determine if the MPD has engaged in systematic discriminatory practices towards people of color and ensure any such practices are stopped. During Tuesday's press conference, Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan echoed similar statements made in the last week that this grief and anger is a product of years of injustice, not just George Floyd's death.
This is one piece of the puzzle to getting justice for George Floyd and all Black Minnesotans who have not been served or protected by the Minneapolis Police Department. It is one piece of the puzzle to holding all 4 officers accountable for George's murder and changing the culture that made them.
Human Rights Commissioner Rebecca Lucero, who will lead the investigation, said the department's goal is to negotiate a consent decree with the city that courts could enforce with injunctions and financial penalties. She pointed to a similar measure passed involving Chicago and its police department in conjunction with a history of racial bias and excessive use of force by police. The Human Rights Department is seeking an agreement with MPD to address discriminatory practices in the interim while the investigation is ongoing. The Minneapolis City Council, along with Mayor Jacob Fry, said they support the state's investigation and urged officials to hold the police department accountable. For Newsy, I'm Johanna Grenaway.